Dear students, today we are continuing with the lesson angle and its measurement. We will be learning different types of angles and their measures. Now, the type of angle, angle in standard position. In the rectangular coordinate system, a directed angle with its vertex at origin O and the initial ray or initial arm along the positive x-axis is called angle in standard position. Before that, rectangular coordinate system you all are aware of. So, x-axis, y-axis, they are intersecting on a plane. Now, the angle with its vertex at origin O. If the x-axis and y-axis are intersecting, the point is called origin. So, vertex of the angle should be at the origin and the initial ray or initial arm should be along the positive direction of x-axis. So, here in this diagram, angle CBA, we cannot call it as ABC because the direction is mentioned. So, CBA, in that BC is the initial ray or initial arm. It is along the positive x-axis. So angle CBA or the directed angle CBA is an angle in standard position. You can see this these diagram also. Your initial side is along the x-axis. In this case also, this is the negative direction, that is clockwise direction, but still initial side is along the x-axis. So both these cases the angle is in standard position. Next one is angle in a quadrant. If the terminal ray of a directed angle in standard position lies in a particular quadrant, then the angle is said to be in that quadrant. Here, the particular thing is, it is a directed angle in standard position, means initial ray or initial arm should be along the positive x-axis and the terminal ray should lie in any of the quadrant. Here, look at the diagrams. First one, the terminal ray, in this case directed angle AOB, the terminal ray OB is in the first quadrant. So, we say directed angle AOB is in first quadrant. Second one, directed angle AOB is in second quadrant as the terminal ray OB lies in the second quadrant. Third one, directed angle AOB is in third quadrant as the terminal ray OB lies in the third quadrant. And the last one, directed angle AOB is in the fourth quadrant as the terminal ray OB lies in the fourth quadrant. Next one is quadrantal angle. A directed angle in standard position whose terminal ray lies along x-axis or y-axis is called a quadrantal angle. So look at the diagrams. Here in this case, angle AOB and angle AOC. Both the cases we have taken, that is positive direction as well as negative direction. In this first case, angle AOB, the terminal ray OB lies along y-axis and negative direction terminal ray OC lies in the negative direction of y-axis. So both the cases, both these angles are quadrantal angles. The second diagram, terminal ray OQ, this is a straight angle. So terminal ray OQ lies along the negative direction of y-axis in both positive direction as well as negative direction of the angle. Positive angle and negative angle are considered here, and both the cases OQ is the terminal ray which is along the negative direction of x-axis. So this angle POQ, directed angle POQ, is a quadrantal angle. Third one is again, it is again y-axis, negative direction of y-axis, that is OT is the terminal ray of this SOT. SOT is positive angle, directed angle SOT, and SOU is the negative angle, directed angle, negative direction it is. So both these cases, look at the terminal ray, that is terminal arm OT in the first case, that is along the y-axis, or we can say negative direction of y-axis, and OU of angle SOU, terminal rays OU, which lies on y-axis. So again these two angles are quadrantal angles. And last case, after one complete rotation, the initial ray reaches back to its original position. That means it makes a complete angle. Still, the initial ray and the terminal ray are coinciding here. So, OM is the terminal ray. So, OM in both the cases positive direction as well as negative direction. Both the cases the terminal ray lies along the x-axis. So, and directed angle MOM is a quadrantal angle. Next, coterminal angles. Two directed angles of different amount of rotation, that means different measures, whose initial and terminal rays coincide are called coterminal angles. That is, the initial and terminal rays of two different angles are same. Then we call them as coterminal angles. So, in the first diagram, the measure of directed angle AOB is 60 degree, and there OA is the initial ray, OB is the terminal ray. In the second diagram, directed angle AOB, but it is getting after one full rotation, it again reaches back to the terminal ray OB. Then the measure will be 360 plus 60, that is 420 degree. So we can say both the angles, that is AOB before one rotation and after one rotation, angle AOB, the terminal and initial rays are coinciding. So 60 degree and 420 degree angles are coterminal angles. If we take the positive direction and negative direction also, it is satisfied. Let us consider another example for the coterminal angles. Here in clockwise direction, the measure of the angle POQ is 140 degree, and in the anti-clockwise direction, the measure of angle POQ is minus 220 degree. But in both the cases, the initial ray and terminal ray are same. So these two angles, that is 140 degree and minus 220 degree angles, are coterminal angles. Now measures of angles. Measure of an angle means the amount of rotation of the initial ray with a proper sign attached to it according to the direction of the rotation. That is amount of rotation with a sign. If it is in the clockwise direction, we will consider it as a negative angle, and if it is anti-clockwise direction, then we will consider it as a positive angle. Now there are two different systems for measuring the angle. They are sexagesimal system or degree measure and circular system or radian measure. Now first one, sexagesimal system in detail we will see, or degree measure. In this system, the unit of measurement of angle is a degree, and a degree is defined like this. One rotation angle is divided into 360 equal parts, and measure of each part is called 1 degree angle. You can get it easily by joining two protractors along its bases. Then you will get a full circle, and you can see different equal degrees are marked on the protractor, and each equal part is 1 degree. So you will get 360 equal parts on that. And 1 degree means 1/360th part of one complete rotation, and it is this representation we have already learned in smaller classes. 1 raised to 0, that is 1 degree. Small 0 is written in the exponent form. So that is 1 degree is 1/360th part of 1 complete rotation. Now 1/60th part of 1 degree is called 1 minute. That means 1 minute consists of 1 degree consists of 60 minutes. And 1/60th part of 1 minute is called 1 second. That is 1 minute is divided into 60 equal parts. So 1 minute consists of 60 seconds. Similarly, here 1 degree is divided into 60 equal parts and 1 degree is equal to 60 minutes. Next one, second system, circular system or radian measure. In this system, the unit of measurement of angle is a radian. Now, 1 radian is the measure of an angle subtended at the center of a circle by an arc, that is called central angle, whose length is equal to the radius of the circle. 1 radian is denoted by 1 raised to small c. So, this central angle you have already learned in smaller class, that is any arc can subtend an angle at the center. And here the arc length should be equal to the radius, then we call this as the measure of the angle formed is called what? 1 radian. And in the diagram you can see measure of the directed angle AOB. Direction is considered here. So directed angle AOB is having the measure 1 radian because the length of the arc AB is same as the radius R. So measure of the directed angle AOB is considered as positive 1 radian. And measure of the directed angle BOA, if you consider the direction as clockwise, then it is minus 1 radian. I hope you all understood the explanation of the lesson till here, and the remaining part of the lesson will be continued in the next video. Thank you.